Many students sit in class wondering, am I ever going to use this math in the real world? Why is this so important to me? I don't understand why I have to learn this. Yes, math is all over the real world. Probably one of the most popular ways is through shopping. If you only have a set amount of money, you need to know how much things are. What if something is on sale on clearance? Well, how much is that dollar if it's 10% off? Or what if something is 4 for $5? Well, how much is it individually if I only need one? You won't be able to answer this if you don't know math. And what about that drink for 99 cents? What if I have to pay for tax? Will I have enough money? Another way that math is in the real world is gas prices. If you only have $10, how many gallons can you buy? And how much will 10 gallons cost me? What if I have a tank that holds 20 gallons? How much is it going to cost each time that I go to the gas pump? And speaking of, how much will it take to fill this car up? I'm almost on empty. Math is also used to try to figure out how long until your next oil change. If it gets done every 3,000 miles, when will this car need changed again? Math is also in our kitchens. Here you see measuring cups. Well, if you have a recipe that calls for 2/3, such as this one, and you only have a 1/3 cup, how many cups will it take to satisfy the recipe? Looking to buy a house? Well, you need to know the interest rates. You need to know how much of a loan you can get and how much the payment that you can afford. If you get a payment that's more than you can afford, you might face foreclosure and your house might become for sale. Bankers use money all the time, so they use math all the time. Here, if you go through your bank, you need to know how much is in your account and how much you can take out. Or interest rates. Does your checking account have an interest rate? You get loans at banks and you keep your money there. Obviously, math is in our banks. Do you want to buy a car? You need to know how much you can afford. What if a loan requires a down payment? Math is also in our railroads. The timing for the crossings and the speed of the train is important. What about our barbershops? Hey, give me 2 inches off. How much is 2 inches? And how about our pools? Here you have to use the perimeter to fence in the pool and volume in order to fill the pool with the water. People who work construction are constantly having to use math. They have to measure and do other types of math activities. Hey, you have a garden and you want to get fertilizer. You need to know the area of your garden in order to get the right amount of fertilizer. And tools. Here you're using decimals and fractions with your screwdrivers. Here you see that a bridge had to be blown up. Well, in order to do that, they had to know the right amount of dynamite per square foot for the bridge. What about our dams? They have to measure the water height in order to know how much water to let go through the dam. They have to keep it at a level so that it doesn't flood. And here you see there's some restorations of some old buildings. All that requires math. Who knew that math could actually be so fun? What ways do you think math can be used in the real world?